Hello. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out sound settings and stuff. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out sound settings and stuff. And hopefully you guys can... Okay. No, you guys can't see the game. Sound settings and stuff. How about now? And hopefully you guys can... Okay. No, you guys can't see the game. Sound settings and stuff. How about now? Hopefully you guys can... You guys can't see the game. Sound settings and stuff. So for right now, I'm just trying to get sound settings and stuff situated because I think there's an echo and I'm trying to mitigate that. So for right now, I'm just trying to get sound settings and stuff situated because I think there's an echo and I'm trying to mitigate that. So for right now, I'm just trying to get sound settings and stuff situated. All right. Still any echoes? All right. So I apologize for the way that this is set up, but the YouTube thing for the dual stream, it forces me to do like this weird, forces me to do one of these in vertical mode. All right. So I think I might have to change my base canvas resolution. I'll fix that after this test stream. But in the meantime, for those on a proper computer, we might just go ahead and get started. And like I said, I apologize. I'll have to change the canvas size for my vertical outputs later for you guys on YouTube. All right. Well, let's get to the gaming. There we go. Okay. All right. So last night we left off at grave robbing that guy. All right. And before we get into that town, we're gonna have to go through this initial quest stuff. I definitely went way out of my way last night to do this run through here. What is still hitting me? Alright, well, let's go here and... Alright, there's got to be a way to eat the... Let's check the controls. Let's check our button layouts. Alright, so there's not really anything there. I guess we're going to go into this half dead. I was kind of hoping that when this initial section started out that these guys would get killed. Every time I've tried to play this game and I've gone at least this far, those people have always died. Sorry, I'm checking messages. Alright. Sorry about that. Let us continue. Is it not possible for you guys to hear the game on YouTube? I guess we got some more troubleshooting to do. Okay, so it sounds like the game is back on YouTube, maybe. hey. What's up, dude? Can you hear the game audio now? Game audio and your mic are all good YouTube-wise. So the all right, sweet. Then we continue. I think the echoes were coming because I had my iPad up too high while I was trying to test for sounds, so that might have been what it was. Unfortunately, though, I don't have a way to see, I don't think, multiple chat streams. That might be a setting I have to change. Oh boy. One second. I found something else I gotta switch up. Alright, anyhow, since it seems like all sound and games are good to go, we shall continue.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Oh, no worries, dude. I appreciate you at least coming by and helping me sort this sound issue out. It was most helpful. Anyway, have a good dinner. Hug the kiddo and tell America I said hey.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne.
Thanks.
Do
Take
you
it easy.
understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you.
This spaceship
Alex
AI
Hawthorne,
is
as the
fishy.
registered
Like, it
proprietor
automatically
and
just
captain of the
said, okay, you're
Unreliable.
going to be Captain
Do you
Hawthorne. That
understand?
way, I can do my thing. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you very much. On the YouTubes. The ship is named the Unreliable.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Try to stay alive at this time, it says.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Why do you let me jump up here if there is nothing up here for me to see or get? Other than to maybe cheat that if I was able to jump properly. What's going on? A Sugar Rush. Is that? Are you a fan of Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph? Is that where that came from?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement
You know, crazy enough,
regulator has been properly
this is
installed.
already more action than my Kick channel gets.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone. but he always had me.
Alright, I think that's pretty much the whole ship explored. Let's move on.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I'm gonna lie.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Alright, now that we got rid of those Corpo terrorists, though I don't suppose I can say that T word on YouTube, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Ooh, right. I have new gear. So I don't need this one. Alright, so now we'll equip that. That's not what I wanted. Oh, jeez. That thing's practically broken. So we'll leave that out for now. And we will swap with that one. Put that one there. Alright, let's see what is in our codex now. I'm gonna need to sneak. Because I don't have the oomph necessarily to fight these guys. Although, if it's one at a time, I might. Let's give it a shot. First, let's save. Just in case. Okay. That was crazy. I didn't actually think I would survive that. But I'm glad I explored a whole mess before I went running through here. Oh, that's out of ammo. Ooh, this one can charge up. I never knew that. That makes things so much easier. All the times I've played this game, I've never known this gun could do that. What have I been doing? Alright, looks like my armor needs repairing. Sweet. It's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's see if we can repair any of the weapons we've got. It's my favorite weapon right now, so... Oh, hey dude. You on the kicks, huh? So you can't hear anything? Like, not the game or nothing? I just saw that you were here. Like, not the game or nothing? I can't believe I've been ignoring my kick chat. I'm sorry, dude. Like, not the game or nothing? see if I can change my sound settings. Again. I guess there's more troubleshooting to do. I guess there's more troubleshooting to do. Do. I apologize. I'm just doing some sound testing because I heard that. I apologize. I'm just doing some sound testing because I heard that. I apologize. I'm just doing some sound testing because I heard that. I apologize. I'm just. Okay, I think sound is good now. 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 Alright, I think we're good to continue from the test. Continue from the test. It's doing weird echo stuff again. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so I guess I can't equip that. Okay. Thanks, Mudrake. You really bamboozled the crap out of me. I appreciate it. Had me going all kinds of nuts thinking my sound was all out of whack. But I understand that safety comes first. first guy go? He just like vanished. Oh, jeez. That was wild. Let's do some repairs here. Break down weapons we don't need. Let's try and repair this shotgun. I still don't have enough. Alright, well, I don't... I don't use bladed weapons, so let's get rid of that. And... this one. And we'll equip that and repair. Oh, we got a lot of ammo for this shotgun. Alrighty, now we go over here. Ooh, this got high and quick. What do we got? We got something up here because my reticle turned red. So there's something potentially hostile up here. Oh, I'm supposed to go through all that nonsense of talking to that guy. But I want to explore some more first. See what's out there. This cave caught my eye earlier. Okay, I thought I could disarm it like I do in Fallout, but that is not the case. So yeah, that's actually, I think, part of a quest, but I jumped ahead. If you do the quest, he actually gives you the key, but I'm not willing to wait. Clearly. find those kinds of things all over the place around here. But I'm such a greedy hoe that I'm always looking for free loot. Like that's all part of a quest, so I'll ignore that for now. Those things aren't going to have anything but body parts for me, so I am largely not interested. Although I think some of the animal parts I think can be sold for I think there actually might be a guy that collects these things, the body parts, or it's a part of a quest to collect a certain amount. This is the way you're supposed to enter this town. Alright, now that we found the correct way, let's backtrack a bit and see if we can find anything off the road here. Okay, yeah, I've already done all that down there. Killed the guys over there. Alright, let's move into town.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town,
Let's go
board
with
owned
that
and
way.
operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying
Man,
their
how
dues,
slimy
you
does a
see.
company have to be in order for you to rent a gravesite for the rest of eternity?
Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, Los Edgewater Saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one.
Boy.
All my life? Work's been real good to me.
He had to do
Fresh
that
air,
kind of math to
exercise,
figure out how
only
long he's been
problem's the
doing it.
paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Alright. I don't want to steal anything in front of those guys. Okay. Journal. Alright, let's go. Hunting. I always close the door. Fallout's made me a bit of a overly cautious, if you will. I'm gonna steal all this guy's tools. Okay, so he's got a body. Probably in that casket that was out front. which is creepy to think about. That in there is probably a body. Make sure the house is empty before we go looting. Oh, everything in this dude's cupboard is gonna be mine. Now let's break down these shovels. Alright, and we don't need 2 of those. This stage of the game, I feel it's more important to have supplies than money right now. And that includes armor parts. And I'd rather have light armor that increases my stealth skills. Alright. Alright, let's continue on with the quests. Okay.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
I need to get back over to the proper window. Over here. Alright.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
And yet, the sick house is exactly where I aim to go. kill these rats. Lady, I'm doing you a favor. Least you can do is say thank you. Lady, I am doing you a favor. You can shut the heck up.
Move along.
Always save before you commit a crime.
What do you think you're doing?
That was fun.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
What?
People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you. People will talk. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my
What?
work.
Okay, so now we have a bit of a choice to make. We can try to give her some Adrena time. We can tell her you can't blame yourself because you fell sick. Or we can just tell her it's too late for that and leave. What are we thinking? I think we do this one.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. You've got Adrena time? How?
Oh.
No, I don't want to know. Could be you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Okay, so that's what happens when you offer her drugs. Alright, good to know.
asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set him straight.
Wow. Talk about some corpo bullshit. You're going to rob this guy blind. Okay, what did he have on him? Okay. Skills and reputation. Okay.
Please don't touch anything. Your
This guy's
hands are
kinda
probably
snooty, isn't he?
crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
What? Let's try to intimidate him.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Let's see.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Alright, let's see what he says. What about Eugene's golden teeth?
You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom,
What?
representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Let's tell him he's gonna have to do it.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Sweet. Alright, let's... Ooh, yes. Level up. We need the lock picking to be at least there to pick up the other stuff. We need... Okay. Alright, in the meantime, let's do this one. Alright, and we apply. Now we need a perk. Perky. Alright, let's see. Vendor prices, companion, kills. Base health up, vendor prices, time dilation. Walking speed. Let's weapon and armor durability loss increase, because we do not want our weapons going bad on us. Alright, now let's go over here and equip that. And equip that. Save.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, crap. Let's load. Let's see.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? Experience was my teacher. Experience and...
That's
so
horrifying.
You want to be an embalmer. Brochures 1 through 5. Courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Brochures?
Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Sounds like the flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Jeez.
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all
That
of us.
smirk is
so we treat the
bugging
best
the
among
crap
us.
out of me, man.
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Mudrake, don't even worry about it, dude. I'm just glad to see you're still hanging out and going to school and working and stuff. I hadn't talked to you in a while.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to
I
feel
forgot that
exhausted,
your
try not having
commute is about
any
as
work.
long as mine, if not longer.
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call
Alright, I'm trying to
company
see.
pop.
Alright, that's what I want.
Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work.
That's good to hear, dude. I'm glad to hear it. Alright. We got his
Another day at the
money.
cannery. Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Let's go to the general store and sell some of this crap.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all
This
out of deluxe
corpo
salt tuna.
nonsense
All
of
I've
this
got
game,
is
dude.
gourmet. Music to my ears.
Alright, we can sell those. Okay, we keep that. We can sell those. Okay. We can sell that. Okay. Okay, so these are basically the same thing. And I don't really need a whole lot of those. Alright, this is the junk, so let's sell all the junk. Alright, let's repair all equipment. Let's just repair everything. Don't stare at me, dude.
Thought I'd just roll over and die?
That is not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do that at all. Oh, I was not wanting to smack him in the face. Alright. I need a mag lock. Dadgummit. Oh yeah. Giggity giggity goo. I wonder if I can sell this dude back his own stuff.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Alright, let's sell. Oh wait, I wanted to ask him about parts.
Spacer's Choice, the bread. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Go right ahead.
Let's ask this question
Other
first.
than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Alright, let's
Plague?
ask him about...
I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
This guy's crazy.
Then the hand
Alright,
of
let's
medical
see what
science
this
will
guy
not grace
says.
you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Alright. Sure, dude. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute. I gotta get another drink. Alright, we're back. Let us continue. I swear, if you're just gonna leave stuff laying around, I'm gonna take it. Alright. That's it for that room. Let's go up here. I feel like I always gotta duck down when I'm outside of a building when I steal stuff.
You read the latest report?
I don't know you.
No, you do not.
Uh-huh. Be unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Let's see. Let's try perception first, see what happens.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah.
You're like a book,
We've
lady.
been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I've got some
Come
stuff
right
to
up.
sell her. so this actually doesn't actually do you any good until you're actually high nicotine, so we're gonna sell those.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that. Go ahead. The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something. Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into that with her. That's what I was looking for. Something. That's also part of a quest, I think, later on.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did
This
Mr.
guy
Thompson
seems
send
crazy.
ya? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to
This
pay
dude
up.
is so paranoid. He's like Florida man.
Sounds like he's already told you. May as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Alright, let's see what this guy, what he wants from me.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
How do you know it's in your spleen, dude?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
See if he's got anything to steal. Honestly, I could probably steal... I could probably steal everything this guy owns and he wouldn't even know it. Like, with him standing right there. Oh hey, I need that to unlock that other thing in the bar.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Oh, what does this crazy chick want?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing.
She is
for the
actually
right
in the
reasons.
habit of law breaking.
That's all I can ask of you.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Alright. I want...
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
to search behind the church. And then go back into the bar.
There's something outside the walls.
And see about unlocking that thing. Oh, it wasn't in here? Where was the thing? No, maybe it was in the general store. Oh, you know what? I think it was the roof of the bar. I was unaware that you guys could hear the fan through my microphone. I'm going to have to change that. Those settings, I'm going to have to change those later. Ouchie. Alright, I'm gonna stop looking for it. It's clearly not all that important. Alright. We went behind the church.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all.
Alright, let's see what the priest has to say.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, please, bro.
Okay. Let's see. How did he peg me for an outsider?
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
Let's see.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, it is. But it's my job, and I take it very seriously. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as
Just sounds like
Scientism to the
Scientology.
layperson. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle
Though
of
I've
the
got to say,
universe
that dude's
and
got
its
a pretty
trajectory,
slamming jacket. I
we
kind of
will
want to
know
wear it.
everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak,
That's the
tainting
book
a
I found in that
collector's
cave.
library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything
I
we know
don't
to be
like
true.
doing the yappy
They
with this
believe
dude.
all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport.
Oh
You
yeah,
have a ship.
come with me, dude.
Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
What in the world has this priest been doing? Sounds good, let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Skill points. Let's ranged for 5. And then we do a persuade for 5. Combat dialogue abilities. You unlock the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Oh, intimidate. Novice. 20% chance creatures will become terrified and flee for 10 seconds after you kill one. That's cool. The lie. Scramble. 15% chance auto mechanicals will slowly attack other enemies instead of you for 10 seconds. And persuade. Humans have a 20% chance to cower in fear for 3 seconds after the first time you shoot them. That's cool. Let's save so we don't have to go through all that dialogue all over again. And actually, this is as good a spot as any to end. So we will end it here. And I hope you guys have a good evening. And remember to be good to each other. Have a good night, everybody.